Yep, I passed the licensure exam for teachers nitong September 2023. I found out in December 2023, and I'm filming this before I lose my voice so I could share my tips, share my journey with you, and answer some of the questions that you sent in about the entire process. Now, before we do that, just a quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, turn on all of your notifications for this channel para hindi mo miss yung susunod pa nating videos. Have more videos coming up to help you with your test prep, civil service man yan, licensure exam for teachers, or the psychometrician board exams. I have a lot planned for you this 2024 kasi laya na ako. Laya na ako kasi tapos na ako sa aking CPE, nakapag-take na ako ng LET, nakapasa na ako ng LET. So, ibig sabihin noon, 2024, full send na tayo pagdating sa paggawa ng content na libre para sa inyo so you could learn dito sa platform na to for free. Now, tala na tayo sa first question natin. Question number 1, ano daw ang aking major? Ang aking major ay yung major na hindi ko pipiliin kung may choice ako, which is social studies. Now, I don't mean to offend any of you who chose social studies as your major. It's just that it wouldn't have been my choice kung meron akong choice kasi hindi yon ang strongest subject ko when I was studying. And if my choice ako, I would have chosen math. Kasi kahit pa paano fresh pa sa akin yung concept sa math kasi nagtuturo nga ako for civil service exam and college entrance test review. I also love math. Ang social studies, hindi ko talaga siya gusto. Well, at least at the beginning. The reason is, kahit nung nag-aaral ako, yun yung subject that I struggled the most with. So, when it comes to araling panlipunan, CBCA, alam mo yun, kasi it was presented probably sa inyo rin as a list of names, dates that you have to memorize. Alam niyo yung blank map, regions ng Pilipinas, kailangan mo i-memorize lahat ng probinsya doon, mga capital, mga produkto, anyong tubig, anyong lupa. Yun talaga ay hindi ko na-enjoy. The only teacher that stood out to me and gave me a, sabihin natin, positive experience sa social studies ay yung aking teacher nung second year high school, si Ma'am Kapinpin, sa Asian history. So, hi Ma'am Kapinpin, in case you see this, maraming salamat po. You probably don't remember me, but I will always remember you kasi you tried your best to make Asian history fun for us and memorable for us. So yon, hindi ko siya strong suit. Kahit economics, hindi ako masyadong interesado. But dahil ang aking bachelor's degree is in psychology, yun yung binigay or inassign na major sa akin. So, siya yung bumibili ng planner taon-taon kasi New Year, New You. Oo. Pero hindi niya naman sinusulatan. Pala yun. Kasi daw pangit yung sulat niya, sayang yung papel. Tapos minsan, January, okay pa, sinusulatan niya, ginagamit niya. February, okay pa. Tapos susunod niyang bubuksan, September na. Ganun ka rin ba? Ako rin kasi, kaya nga gumawa ko ng sarili kong planner. Ito ang planner na para sa mga try-hard, kagaya ko. At dahil hindi nakakahiya maging trying hard, mas nakakahiya to not try at all, nilagay na natin sa cover mismo. This planner is undated, kaya pwede mo simulan gamitin kahit kailan. At kung makakalimutan gamitin pwede mong gamitin ulit. Walang masasayang na papel. But I should warn you, this planner is not for everyone. Parang yung podcast natin. Others may look at it and say it's too much or it's too messy. Pero I made these choices para hindi kayo mahiyang gamitin. This is the kind of planner you can use and abuse. Aside from the monthly spread, weekly spread, at yung task list, meron din siyang mga activity sheets that you can use sa inyong journey sa personal development. At kung ready ka na bumili para sa'yo o para panregalo, you can go to bit.ly/tryinghardplanner. And for the first 100 orders hanggang November 30, I will also include a dedication. Kung gusto nyo lang naman. You just let us know dun sa notes kung kaninong pangalan ang isusulat. Now, I always tell you to dream big, work hard, and start now. This planner right here is actually one of my big dreams, so thank you all for making it come true. Next, I'm going to answer a few questions. Pagsasama-samahin ko na sila. This one is from Lanshon Irene. Ilang units po yung tinake ninyo? Ilang years po? So, simulan natin dun sa, yes, I took my CPE sa UP Diliman. And the process was actually quite quick, pero hindi ko rin siya expected. So, just a quick story time. I didn't think they would let me in sa College of Education kasi, if in case hindi niyo pa alam, twice akong drop out sa UP. Not proud of it, but it's just the truth. I got into UP right after high school, public administration yung course ko. Went into depression, it was an entire thing, dropped out after 3 sems. And then, after a few years, pagka-graduate ko ng college, nag-take ako ng UP LAE. So I got into UP Law, so sa College of Law, stayed there for, a SEM, dropped out, so I could focus on content creation. And so feeling ko, kung magsi-CPE ako, sa ibang school na lang, wag na sa UP kasi sabi ko nakakahiya na kasi 'di ba, pumasok ka na twice, nag-drop out ka twice, tas ito third time, baka hindi nila ako tanggapin. But ang nangyari was, Zandy, my business partner, manager, and all around right-hand woman, convinced me to just try. Trying hard naman tayo eh, sabi niya, trying hard ka naman. And I always tell the people who listen to my podcast na okay lang maging trying hard. So, try lang natin. And so I tried, did the entire application process, wrote that essay, and then I got in.
Kakabalik niya lang po ng Manila.
Yes.
At papasok na siya sa
Ay, today pala yun. Hindi pala yesterday.
school.
Now, I finished the CPE in 1 year. It took me 2 semesters. 9 units ang kinuha ko sa bawat semester na yon. At yung 9 units na yon ay parang sabi nila full load daw yon for people na nagtitake ng further studies. Pinakamaraming recommended na kunin mo sa isang SEM. Now, would I recommend na kung nagtatrabaho kayo full-time, kumuha rin kayo ng 9 units per SEM? Probably hindi. May mga classmates naman ako, naging classmates ko sila sa iba-ibang mga courses dun sa program, who took their time. So, minsan, isang subject lang per SEM, dalawang subject per SEM. Kasi it'll be a struggle din kung meron kang full-time work, lalo na kung 8 to 5 yung job, at hindi flexible yung time, hindi ka work from home, kasi mataas din ang demands when it comes to your load sa pag-aaral. Again, UP siya, so expect na merong bigat yung requirements.
Hi, what are you doing, madam? Assignments.
Pasok ko sa school. Gabol na requirements kasi na-COVID ako. I'm a student.
Anong day? October?
October 29th, 2022.
So, probably mga 2023 nyo na mapapanood or 2024 yung video na to.
Now, may question din si Joshua about yung magkano kumuha ng CPE sa UP Diliman. Sa akin, looking at my records, kasi nakalimutan ko na rin, pero it's 1,500 per unit. So, from there, you could kind of estimate kung magkano yung kailangan mong gastusin sa 18 units. But again, that was nung time na nag-aaral ako. So that could change if you're watching this video at a later date. You could just ask them maybe. Now, medyo alanganin sa totoo lang yung timeline ko kasi I finished yung number of units or yung program ng June, July. August ang deadline for application sa exam. Now, of course, may oras na kailangan for you to get your documents, your transcript of records, and stuff like that. But I'm really grateful sa Office of the Registrar sa UP Diliman. So hello po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat for helping us get our papers in time for me to file for yung application ng exam para makapag-exam ako ng September. And this is where it gets a bit tricky. Right now, Leng asks, I think this is Leng, kung self-review daw ba ako. Yes, self-review po ako. Hindi ako nag-enroll sa review center. I honestly didn't have enough time din. Kasi nga, again, June, July natapos, August ako nakapag-file. So, roughly a month. Usually, ang review classes go for maybe 2 to 3 months. I didn't have an opportunity to do that. I didn't have time for that kasi I knew I would be working pa rin while studying. Hindi ko siya masusulit. So, I just wanted to try muna doing it on my own. Now, next question tayo. Sabi naman ni Sol, enough daw ba ang 2 months to prepare for the LET? Now, ang sagot dito ay hindi ganun kadali kasi depende yan sa tao. So, share ko muna some of the, sabihin na natin, perks, mga privileges, some of the things that may have given me an edge kahit papaano sa pag-prepare kahit na maikli yung time that I had to study. Number 1, kasi I coach people taking the civil service exam, taking other types of exams, the OPCAT, for example. So, yung Gen Ed or General Education na part ng exam, medyo fresh pa siya sa akin. Kasi sa civil service may math, may language, sa OPCAT may science. So, kahit papaano, meron akong bangko, parang ganun, ng knowledge doon sa Gen Ed. And this is actually the reason why when people ask me if I have a LET review program or if my videos help with LET, I tell them sa Gen Ed syempre kasi fundamentals yun basics yun. Now, doon naman sa Prof Ed, I would say meron pa rin akong konting leg up kasi ang aking bachelor's degree ay in psychology. So, ibig sabihin nun, may mga topics ako like dev psych, developmental psychology, meron akong subjects like sociology, like psych assessment, which I also taught when I used to teach sa college. So, meron akong ano rin, knowledge when it comes to, say, the theories, all of these parang topics, sino ba si Thorndike, sino si Freud, sino si Bandura, all of these names, medyo familiar siya sa akin kasi inaral ko siya, nag-prepare ako for my board exam and passed that board exam. So, tinuro ko rin siya. Kaya medyo fresh din yun sa akin. So, Prof. Ed, kahit papaano may konti rin akong alam. Now, dito ko na rin sasabihin na kung ang degree ninyo ay medyo malayo. So, kunyari, I would say maybe architecture, wala masyadong psych units, walang educ units masyado, baka medyo tricky siya kung mag-unit earner kayo. You may need more time for that. Kasi yung 18 units, kung you're starting from scratch, medyo kulang yung time. And I found someone in the comment section din of my earlier videos who explained that. Medyo challenging for unit earners to have the breadth of knowledge that someone who took education as their bachelor's degree, na kinover nila for 4 years, yung iba 5, mahirap i-match yun kasi kulang yung time kung unit earner ka. Kasi 1 year versus 4 years, right? So yun, medyo may onting disadvantage if you're a unit earner. So 2 months may be enough for some, but it's not enough for some people. Ang kailangan mo dito ay self-awareness. Like, ano ba talaga yung kaya kong gawin? Ano ba yung alam ko? Kulang ba? At kung feeling mo kulang, dagdagan natin yung oras ng review. Now, dun sa major din, medyo nag-struggle din ako kasi napakalaki ng coverage, sabihin na natin, sa social studies. So, we're talking Philippine history, Asian history, world history, economics. You have a little bit of psychology then, geography, like social studies in itself. And I enjoyed that session that we had with my professor sa UP, si Prof. Alvin. We talked about how do we define social studies, ano ba yung mga under its banner. Like, sobrang dami, sobrang complex. May philosophy ka pa, all of these stuff. So, I knew I would struggle with that kasi yung major ko, I feel, would be my weakest part sa exam. Alright, pagsamahin natin yung next 2 questions. Sabi ni Kat, mostly what time can you do your review? At sabi naman ni Doc M. Ho, Coach, what is your daily habit pagkagising mo sa umaga? I guess kung more about yung review prep or yung review process, ang masasabi ko is hindi siya as regular as I would have wanted. Kasi nakikita ko kahit sa TikTok, meron mga people na meron sila talagang schedule. This time, gising ka, tapos mag-aaral ka, anong aaralin mo. I wish I had that. But I just didn't have the time. Again, I was still working full-time. Probably hindi nyo rin masyado mapansin na nag-aaral ako kasi I was still posting, I was still creating educational content, I was still giving talks and stuff like that. I asked Zandy to give me as much time as possible. And my team could only put together, I guess, parang a week. Pero yung week na yun, may trabaho pa rin ako. So, mga a few days lang na hindi ako kailangan magtrabaho.
I guess it's official na I'm taking the licensure exam for teachers this September. I don't have a lot of time. And I'm struggling with some health things right now. And I have a lot of work on my plate. Merong August 20 na exam, which means nasa review season pa kami at maraming trabaho. And I have a trip to Singapore for work next week. Plus work, other work. So I'm not sure how well I'll do or even if I'll do well. But I guess I'll try. Raw thoughts lang.
So, dun sa mga araw na yun, ang ginawa ko ay nagising ako sa oras na nagising ako. So, hindi ako nagsiset ng alarm kasi for when I should wake up. I find that it's best to wake up when your body wants to wake up. So, I would go upstairs to my studio. Dito rin ako nag-aaral. So, I'd study until 12. Bababa ka ng 12 for lunch. Tapos, akit ako after. Tapos, I would read. I would write my notes. I would study until mga 5 or 6 p.m. Tapos, the rest of the time will be dedicated to me doing work. So, yun. Mag-film ako, mag-edit ako, magpo-post ako. So, mga 5 to 8 p.m. So, that was my dedicated study time schedule for the week that I had na nag-aaral. I would bring some of my flashcards kasi I still made my own flashcards. I probably would share them to you sa mga susunod na videos. Yan, pag nasa biyahe, papunta kami sa talk. So, nagdi-drills kami ni Zandy tungkol doon. So, honestly, hindi talaga ako confident going into it. Next question, Jalil asks, what's your biggest preparation for taking the LET? Ang sagot ko dito ay yung mental battle. So, mental battle siya kasi ang feeling ko talaga hindi enough yung alam ko. And may dagdag din na aspect ng pressure kasi I feel like I needed to pass it right away. Kasi kailangan ko na siya matapos so that my team and I can focus on other things next year. So I didn't want to let them down. The few people I told na mag-exam ako or nag-aral ako uli, they were really kind naman and gracious. Sinusuportahan lang talaga nila ako. Wala namang pressure. I didn't tell everyone about it kasi I knew may mga people who are going to put more pressure on me. And if you look at the comment section of my posts then, there are some people who are not too kind, sabihin na natin, dun sa buong process. People who would say na, ngayon ka lang pala naging teacher, parang how dare I coach people taking tests, or there are people who are saying na, bakit hindi ako nag-top, or they were expecting na maging top-notcher ako. Now, imagine if alam na nila na mag-exam ako, bago ako nag-exam, edi ang bigat-bigat ng load na yon, di ba?
Alright, it's Wednesday, September 20, 6:17 a.m. And dahil ang exam ay mangyayari on Sunday, and I think it'll start at around 7 a.m. If I'm not mistaken. Basta it's early in the morning on a Sunday. Nag-start na yung aking sleep training. So, maaga ako natutulog. Well, maaga for me. I need to be asleep by 12. Tapos kanina, in fairness, nag-work naman. So, yung body clock ko, ginising na ako ng 5. Extra tricky because tomorrow I'm going to be giving a talk sa Lyqa Summit, which means speaker mode ako tomorrow and on Friday. Kasi sa Friday naman, I'm going to be traveling to Subic for another talk. This is basically my last day, not even full day kasi I'll need to prepare my stuff for tomorrow and sa Friday. But my last day to study.
So, ang mental prep ko was, okay, don't tell everyone about it. You don't need to do that. You don't need to exert more pressure on yourself. Just do your best. I was battling with myself up until the day ng exam. Right, so ngayon ay September 22, 2 days before the board exam. Nasaan ako? Nasa daan. We just came from Clark. Kasi may talk ako for Formaline. So again, everyone from Formaline, in case you find this. Okay naman. I tell myself that. Ginagaslight ko yung sarili ko. Pero sa totoo lang, kinakabahan talaga ako. Uulan pa naman, sumasabay yung langit. Pero tingnan natin kung mangyayari sa Sunday. So I have 2 days, 2 nights. Ano ba? 2 nights before the test. Siyempre, hindi ka na pwedeng mag-aral the day before the test. So, bahala na. Basta alam ko si Panday Pira ang first Filipino canon maker. At least kung tatanong yun, may 1 point na ako. I was telling Zandy sa core kasi natid niya ako doon sa testing center na hindi ako ready, hindi ako prepared, bahala na, I'll just do my best. And then she would always reassure me na, yeah, yun lang, gawin mo lang kung ano yung makakaya mo, no pressure. Kung hindi, edi we'll try again next year. So yun yung pinakamahirap na preparation sa akin. Dagdag pa yung, in order for me to buy my freedom, di ba sabi ko sa inyo, nakapag-review ko kahit paano ng mga kulang-kulang 1 linggo. The way that I was able to do that was, kailangan kong tapusin lahat ng mga trabaho ko, lahat ng mga videos na ipipila, lahat ng mga responsibilidad ko, before yun mangyari. So, I was working double time para makalaya ako dun sa time na yun so I could study. So, to answer yung question din ni Maricar at ng marami pang iba, ginusto ko bang maging top-notcher or tinorget ko ba or ginul ko ba maging top-notcher? Ang sagot dyan ay hindi. Kasi I was already doing the math in my head. I knew I didn't have enough time. And kahit naman nung nag-top-notcher ako sa civil service, hindi ko din naman yun in-expect. Although it is kind of a funny story, kasi when I took the psychometrician board exam, my score was a few points shy of yung top 10. All I wanted to do was just show up, try as hard as I possibly could, hopefully makapasa. Kung magta-top, milagro yon. Kaya yung mga comments din na hindi daw ako masyadong masaya nung nakita ko yung results kasi daw ang gusto ko mag-top. Kung feeling niyo hindi ako masyadong masaya nung nakita ko yung pangalan ko, it really was more of, kasi a sense of relief nung nakita ko yung name ko. So, I was not excited. I was relieved that I didn't have to do this again next year. Parang sa akin, ano na siya, parang chapter close na siya. I did the best I could with the limited time I had. Which leads us to the next question, ang pinaka-spicy na question. Na for some reason ay gusto niyong malaman, may mga di-DM sa akin, may mga email sa akin kung ano ang rating ko. Now, here's my score. I am going to show it to you. And in my opinion, it's also a gift. Kasi, again, I just showed up, did what I could. Here's my rating. Reflected naman dyan yung aking expectations na kahit papaano may tatawid natin Gen Ed, may tatawid natin yung Prof Ed, struggle sa major. So, ang aking rating ay 90.2. Ang top 10 ay 90.8. So, I'm a few points again shy of getting to the top 10. So, am I happy with that score? Yes. And I'm actually proud of myself na kahit papaano nakatuntong tayo sa 90. Ang prayer ko lang at that time was sana makapasa. At kung papasa, sana hindi naman line of 7 lahat. So, to get that score, to get that rating, blessing na siya sa akin. Sobrang laking blessing na siya. And that's it muna for now. Medyo mahaba yung video natin, so let's cut it short. I will do another. If hindi na sagot yung tanong ninyo or may iba kayong tanong, comment nyo na lang sa baba. I'll do another Q&A video soon. But as always, I draw the line dun sa anong tanong ang lumabas. Kasi I don't deal in leakages. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? If you ask me, do I remember some of the questions na lumabas sa licensure exam for teachers nitong December? Yes. Again, hindi ko naman napipili kung ano yung mga tatandaan ko. So, I do remember some of the questions, but I wouldn't share them with you. Ano yan? Moral dilemma yan? Ethical thing yun? Sa akin, bilang ngayon, a licensed professional teacher and a registered psychometrician, both licenses deal with assessment. I will do my best to help you prepare better by teaching you concepts, making educational videos to help you understand talaga the concepts. Para kahit anong version ng tanong, anong klaseng bato ng tanong, masasagot ninyo. Masasagot ninyo hindi dahil natandaan ninyo, kasi may leakage nga, so pinamemorize sa inyo yon. But masasagot ninyo kasi nahinog siya ng buo. Naintindihan nyo siya ng maigi. So that's it muna for now. As we always say sa channel na ito, never stop learning. Aja, kaya niyan. I'll see you in the next video and bye for now.